Sometimes the flights is the vacation itself, which is why we flew to London just to experience this $15,000 Japan Airlines first class flight, which we paid only 90,000 American miles and a little over $350 for. It's only available on the A350-1000. The suites are absolutely insane, and in order to do this, we actually had to fly to London. But stick with us because we're going to go through the lounges, we're going to go through the amazing dining experience, the $500 bottles of scotch, the entire works, and we're going to pick this up in London at the Hilton Garden Inn. All right, Dave and I here at Terminal 2, the Hilton Garden Inn. We're at the roof, and they have this massive bar here you can see called the Runway Bar, and you can see why. We had a few hours to kill. We got a day room here, 99 pounds, and we're just doing a little plane spotting before we hop on Japan Airlines first class on the A350. Not excited about this one at all. This might be the world's best first. It might be.
Can't wait to find out.
This is a big trip. We flew over here earlier today on BA Club Suites from Atlanta to Position. We had about 7 hours in between, so we grabbed a room here, and we're gonna head over to Terminal 3 shortly. Maybe check out the Cathay Lounge, maybe check out the Qantas Lounge, and then let the festivities begin on our 14-hour jaunt to Tokyo Haneda on that beautiful A350-1000 by Japan Airlines. So, all right, let's go over there. I'll show you how to get over from 2 to 3 on the little underground tunnel. We'll be over checked in and doing a little lounge action. See you soon. Okay, so we're heading over, leaving Hilton Garden Inn. You literally just go straight over this way, take an elevator down, and you'll see it's so easy to get over to Terminal 3. But you take that elevator, boom, to Terminal 3, and you just go down the subway there. Since Japan Airlines is actually a part of One World, we have access to all the partner lounges, in particular Qantas and Cathay Pacific. Let's go check out the Qantas Lounge first. It is a 2-level lounge. On the main floor where you enter, you're actually going to find a dining area and a full bar, which was not open when we were there. Upstairs, you'll find a buffet, a lot of different areas to sit and work, as well as a very nice shower area and another bar. Great views of the runways. Let's pop over to the Cathay Pacific Lounge. Now, this is actually my favorite within this terminal because you have a first and a business class section. The food is fantastic, and immediately to your right upon entering is where you're going to find the first class lounge. Now, this is a smaller lounge. It has a sit-down dining area where you have waiter service, you'll get fed, etc., etc. A small buffet in there as well, and beautiful views of the runway. But I actually prefer the business class section. There's a large noodle bar, a full buffet, lots of different areas where you can sit and work, as well as a full dining area, which is right next to the noodle bar. You also have beautiful showers that you can utilize within the business class lounge. So if I were flying this again, if you're flying on American or BA as well, I would be utilizing the Cathay Pacific Lounge over any of the others. All right, we're off. Out of the lounge. We are off and running, Dave. Woo! Very excited. Very, very excited. There are 6 seats in this entire first class. There's only 3 across. 1, 2, 3. Look at this seat. Can we just talk about how big this screen is? This is my hand. Absolute monster. I have to look at the specs on this. This looks like it's almost 36 inches. It could be 40. Go over here, have a whole tablet to basically control it. Right here, this is your dining table. Comes out, we'll fill this area so that this is the passenger. This is for a guest to come over with their own seatbelt. To put this in perspective, let me put this down so you can see how big this seat is. It's the guest seat. Look at how wide this seat is. Look over here, your normal universal power outlet. Right above it, you've got USB, USB-C. And if we go over here, more power outlets. Get your headphone jack there as well. More power. Seating controls. And I don't know if you noticed this. My seat is halfway down here. You see that? That's what they served the champagne. That pops up so 2 people can literally just sit right next to each other. Or someone can come in over here and sit in this full-size seat. If that wasn't enough for power, look, you've got USB-C right there. And you've got right in there another universal charging for water. On down here, more storage. And then this is your closet. Hang everything up. And look, basically a full-size mirror. But that isn't enough for your shoes. One shoe goes there, and another shoe goes there. Look at this. There's your speakers in the headrest. And then look at this. Full-on iPad, wireless charging for your phone, all of these seating controls. How amazing is that? Pajamas. You can just put your pajamas on in here. So let's put these pajamas on and come right back to you. If you did want to get changed in the bathroom, they've thought of everything. Not only a bidet toilet, but there is a table that pops out that you can stand on so you don't get any pee on your socks. This is unbelievable. I mean, this is so much space. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm just sitting normally. If I take my shoes off, I can barely even reach. We haven't even eaten yet. I'm through the moon. I'm absolutely through the moon. Let's take a look at the menu. Japan Airlines offers 2 different styles of eating. You have Western and Japanese, and I would highly recommend doing the Japanese tasting menu. It's 8 different courses, and every single course offers several different items, including a 100th anniversary habiki, a chichibu. These are retailing for about $500. You can actually buy the 100th anniversary to take home. After dinner, I asked them to make my suite into a bed, which you can see is absolutely enormous. And you can choose whether you want a bed and a seat, or if you just want to make it into one massive bed. But I don't think there's anything in the air, maybe the Etihad Residence, that even comes close to comparing to this. And look at the size of the iPad that controls everything, including if you want to use the in-seat speakers, if you want to use your own Bluetooth headphones, or the headphones that they will provide you. So let's take a look at all of the stuff that's in this amenity kit. Let me zoom down here. So we got that pocket tissue, botanical mouthwash, toothbrush, comb, earplugs. We got the eye mask, a charging cable, a moisture mask, and then we've got 2 little lotions and potions. And if that wasn't enough, we have a whole Shiseido skincare kit. Not too shabby. After sleeping for about 5 or 6 hours, we actually got to utilize one of the empty suites in 1K, where they had a surprise for Dave's birthday. A little keepsake bag tag, a really cool little plane. They signed everything. How cool is that? Just shows you how exceptional the service is, and also how sad we were to have to pack up and leave after 14 hours. It just was not enough. But we're gonna have to touch base with Dave because it is his birthday. We're gonna have to see, is this the best first class in the world?
It's hard to compare because you've got showers, you've got...
Going to be able to compare them. What we're gonna do tonight.
Yeah, I do too.
I do too. It's scary.
Oh my God, let's go.
We ended up staying just 2 nights in Tokyo. We chose the Hyatt Centric Ginza. We booked this through Dave's account because he has globalist status. I lost it last year, actually. We'll have a full review on the website, and we'll do a little bit more detail on our Tokyo vlog. But if you're interested in how we booked Japan Airlines first class flight, okay, so how did we find this award space? I want to guide you through the process. It's super easy. We went to seats.aero. I also have a search function on my website, but this has a specific tool. So on seats.aero, you go right up to the top to tools. You drop that menu down and you see one of the options is JAL First Class Finder. You click on that bad boy and you can see all of the first class award space that is currently available. And you can just go to origin or destination. If you hit origin a couple different times, it will show you LHR to HND. Another really popular one is from Charles de Gaulle to HND. They have a lot of award space at 90,000 American miles. If it's showing up on American, I also found that it's going to show up on Cathay Pacific. It's going to show up on other partners. And they are releasing, of those 6 seats, they are releasing 3, 4, 5 of them to book with points. Unbelievable deal. Like, subscribe, follow along. Thanks, guys.